If you're over 60 and you're still doing floor planks to strengthen your core, I need you to stop. There is a better way to build core strength that matches your movement in everyday life. I'm Reggie Tu, licensed physical therapist and strength and conditioning specialist. And I've spent almost 3 decades helping people get stronger and move better, most of them seniors here in Queens, New York. I see this mistake every single week in the clinic. Now, if you're thinking, Reggie, I've been doing planks for years, I hear you. Planks have their place, but for most people over 60, the floor is a problem. Getting down and getting back up is a workout by itself. And if you have arthritis, knee surgeries, or hip surgery, the floor is definitely not your friend. So today I'm going to give you 6 standing core exercises specifically chosen for adults over 60. This matters right now because core weakness after 60 is one of the biggest reasons people fall. And falling after 60 is not just a fall, it changes your life. That is why I put together what I call the Standing Stability System. 6 exercises that train your core the way your body actually moves, upright and moving. We're going to cover all 6 exercises, why each one works, and exactly how to do them. Let's get into it. The first exercise is the standing core brace. Before we talk about movement, we have to talk about foundation. This is where everything starts. Your core is not just your abs. It is a pressure system. When it works right, it creates what we call intra-abdominal pressure. It creates a natural brace that stabilizes your spine, even before your arm and your leg moves. Without this, every movement you make puts stress on your lower back. And over time, that adds up. I have a patient, a woman in her late 60s, came to me after years of having lower back pain. She tried everything, stretching, massage, even wearing a brace every day. When I watched her stand up and walk, I knew what the problem was. Her core was not doing its job. We started doing this one exercise, learning how to brace her core properly, and after 2 weeks, she told me that her pain was already less. And this is just from teaching her core to do what it was always supposed to do. So here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, brace your core as if you're preparing for somebody to punch you in the stomach. Take note, this is not sucking your stomach in, it's bracing. And hold that brace for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Repeat that 10 times. You can progress that by holding it longer. The longer you can hold the brace, the better it is. That is your foundation. Every exercise on this list builds on top of this. Now that you have that locked in, it's time to train your core to control rotation, which is something that you do dozens of times a day without you even realizing it. Exercise number 2 is a standing Pallof press. This one is a game changer for oblique strength and rotational control. Think about everything you do in a day. Reaching across a table, turning to look behind you, twisting to grab something off the shelf. Your core has to resist the rotation each time you do any one of these things. If it cannot, something eventually gives out. Most people think of the Pallof press as a gym exercise that requires a machine. In my clinic, we use resistance bands anchored to a stable surface. I've had patients in their 70s who have never touched a resistance band in their whole life do this exercise and immediately feel the muscle that they never knew existed. That is their obliques waking up. Stand sideways to a resistance band anchored at chest height. If it's not perfectly chest height, that's okay, as long as it's within that range. Hold the band to your chest and walk away until you feel some slight tension. Now extend your arms in front of you and hold it for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and bring it back. It's very important here to keep your shoulders and hips square. Brace your core and do not let the band pull you. Your job is to resist it. Again. In. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. After you do 10 repetitions, turn around and do it on the other side. Repeat for 3 sets on each side. Now that your core knows how to resist rotation, the next exercise teaches it how to control anti-rotation. This is a different demand that most seniors never train. Real quick, if this is helping you, click the subscribe button now. I put up videos every week to help you move better, stay strong, and live pain-free without pills and medications. You do not want to miss what's coming up next. Now let's keep going. Exercise number 3 is a standing dead bug. Don't let the name fool you. This is a serious exercise. The dead bug trains what we call anti-rotation and deep core control without putting your spine into flexion. What makes it special is the contralateral movement. You're moving your opposite arm and leg at the same time. That coordination pattern is exactly how you move when you're walking. When that pattern breaks down, your balance breaks down with it. I use this exercise with patients recovering from surgeries who cannot get down on the floor to do the traditional dead bug. Standing up, it's actually harder to cheat because you cannot use the floor as a crutch. I watched a 72-year-old man do this for the first time and struggled holding it for 30 seconds. Afterwards, he laughed and said, "I thought I was in good shape." He was not wrong though. He was just not using these muscles for years. Stand tall and extend one arm straight in front of you and lift the opposite knee to hip height. Hold for 3 seconds. Slowly lower both. And then switch sides. Extend the other arm in front of you and lift the opposite knee to hip height. Again, hold for 3 seconds. And slowly lower both. Again, we'll switch sides. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Very important to remember. Keep your core braced the whole time. Remember exercise number 1. That brace is what makes this exercise work. Repeat 3 sets of 10 on each side. If you have trouble balancing, you can start with leaning against the wall and then progress to moving away from it. Now that your deep core and coordination are firing together, the next exercise adds another layer, balance. For adults over 60, balance is not optional. Exercise number 4 is the standing bird dog. This exercise does 3 things at the same time: core stability, posterior chain activation, and single leg balance. Your posterior chain is your glutes and your lower back. These muscles are the anchor of your upright posture. When these muscles weaken, you tend to lean forward when you're walking. Your lower back has to work overtime, and your chance of falling goes up. The bird dog trains all of this while challenging your balance. This means your brain and your body are both getting a workout. I have seen what a fall does to a senior patient. I had a patient in her early 70s who came to us after a fall and she broke her wrist. Her confidence was so shook that she was afraid to walk to her mailbox alone. We built her back up, starting with exercises like this one. 6 months later, she was back to walking her dog by herself every morning. That is what balance training actually means in real life. Stand behind a sturdy chair and you can hold to the back lightly if you need support. Or you can stand next to a wall and hold on to it for support. In this case, I'm going to use the chair. And I want you to extend one arm straight forward while you extend the opposite leg straight back. Do not let your hips drop and do not let your hips rotate. Hold for 3 seconds. And then down. Then you switch sides. Extend the one arm up, forward, and extend the other leg back. Hold for 3 seconds. Again. Extend one arm up and extend the opposite leg. And down. And extend the other arm up and the opposite leg. Hold for 3 seconds. And down. Do 3 sets of 10 on each side. As you get stronger, try doing it without holding to the chair or the wall. Remember to brace your core and squeeze your glutes when you're doing the exercise. You now have trained stability, rotation control, coordination, and balance. The next exercise puts all of that together into a real-life movement that you do every day. Exercise number 5 is called the suitcase carry hold. This is the most underrated exercise in the entire list. Every time you carry a bag of groceries or lift something with one hand, your lateral core has to work to prevent your spine from bending sideways. If it cannot, you compensate with your lower back, your shoulders, or your neck. Over time, that compensation becomes pain. This exercise trains exactly that. I tell my patients, this is not an exercise. This is a practice. You are literally practicing carrying groceries. The difference is if you do it with intention and you have your core brace, you're building strength while you're doing it. I had a patient who kept getting neck pain every time he comes back from the grocery store. We identified that the problem was weakness in the lateral core. 3 weeks of this exercise and the neck pain was gone. Hold a weight or water-filled bottle in one hand at your side. Stand tall, brace your core, and hold that position for 30 to 45 seconds without leaning. Then switch hands. That's it. Sounds simple, right? But it is not. Do 3 sets on each side. When you can do 45 seconds without wobbling or leaning, you can increase the weight. One exercise left. And this one ties everything together with a movement that specifically targets the side of your core that most people completely forget about. Exercise number 6 is the standing oblique crunch. This is lateral flexion, bending to the side where the prime movers are your obliques. Your obliques run diagonally along the sides of your trunk. They are responsible for side bending, rotation, and support your spine from the sides. Most core training ignores them completely. When they're weak, your lower back compensates. When your lower back compensates long enough, you end up in my clinic. This is one of the exercises that I added to my patient's routine after seeing a lot of seniors struggle with lateral strength. I have seen that most of the time, they're training their core heavily, but not in the lateral direction. When I added this exercise, I saw a big change in their stability in as little as 2 weeks. Stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Then put both hands behind your head. Slowly bend to the side. Not forward, not rotating, just a clean side bend, and then come up slowly. The return is just as important as the side bend. Again. After you do 10 reps, then you do the other side. You can do 3 sets of 10 on each side. If you want to add resistance, you can hold a light weight on one hand while you're bending to the side. After you do 10 reps, you switch sides. So there you have it, 6 standing exercises specifically for adults over 60. The standing core brace, the pile-up press, the standing dead bug, the standing bird dog, the suitcase carry hold, and the standing oblique crunch. No floor required in all of the exercises. No getting up and down. Just real functional core strength that matches how your body actually moves every day. If you want to keep building on this, I created a video on core exercises for younger adults that goes deeper into power and performance. Watch the next video.